This is John Sullivan from Sullivan's Projects, and I'm at the Walmart on the border with Mexico in beautiful Cochise County. You can see Venus in the center. Beautiful little place. What I'm going to do is duplicate the experience I went through the other day. We all remember the Army sergeant, Marine sergeant, I guess, that went to accidentally try to make a turn, got himself in Mexico arrested, and it took quite a while to get him out, and it was national news. And I was down here on Saturday night, and I almost ended up in the same situation. What you don't know, and there's no signs anywhere telling you this, all of these vehicles you see are heading to Mexico. They're all Mexican plates. They all come up here across the border legally. This is a duty-free zone we're in right now. And this is the road I attempted to go up. You look at Google Maps, you go from this road here to the Pan American Highway, as they call it, and that's the one at the border crossing. What you don't see on Google Maps or in any kind of signage here is that when you're on this road, what will happen to you is you will end up in Mexico. And I'm going to show you what I did to avoid that the other day. And beautiful, almost full moon coming up here. So one thing that is really noticeable in Douglas, especially with the kind of lighting we have from Aqua, the town over there, and Douglas up here, is all the maquiladora smoke you get into Douglas across the border from Mexico. That really affects the otherwise very pristine skies here in Cochise County. Now, fair enough, there's a high cloud, so a lot of the wispy, cloudy scene you see is actually high clouds up there. The point I wanted to make to you guys, this really ticks me off more than you know, based on what happened to the United States military member who found himself in jail for getting turned into Mexico against his will. I'm going to show you. Google Maps says you can make a left up here. I'm walking east, and Google Maps says you can make a left-hand turn up here, turn north on the Pan American Highway, and find yourself heading back to the highway leading back to Sierra Vista and home, back to Bisbee and Sierra Vista. That's not what happens up here. None of this is in signage either. You're trapped. If you come down here, if you don't turn around about where this truck is right here, you're really screwed. And I will show you why. The only reason I'm running this for so long, unedited, is I really want to show you guys what I had to go through to avoid going into Mexico. And I really had no choice. Now, you have your last chance to make a left-hand turn right up here. And then after that, there's a number of barricades. Excuse me, guys. So right here is your last chance in the United States to stay in the United States, is make a left right here. No signage at all. I'm going to keep saying the same stuff over and over because it just bears repeating itself. I'm so upset at that. I don't know if it's the county, or I think it's maybe even Arizona Department of Transportation, or more than likely all this was put up by Homeland Security Department. For whatever reason, I have no idea. But that's it. That was the last chance to make a left. I'm walking south across the street. That is the port of entry right up here, as you can tell, or maybe not. But you're stuck. There is no making a left-hand turn up here. When you're here at this point, you are going to Mexico. And every plate you see here is a Mexican plate. I'm walking back to the east again, if you can't tell by the full moon up here. No signage whatsoever at all. And once you're here, you're stuck. Now I'm going to go on the sidewalk section here, but you can see over there these orange barricades that are still here. The sign on the right says Mexico personal vehicles. The sign on the left says Mexico commercial vehicles. And another sign says weapons and ammo illegal in Mexico. So here I am on Saturday night, stuck going southbound into Mexico, with nowhere to turn around. There's no sign that says you, or we should say, whoever built this thing screwed up, you're stuck. You're going to go into somebody else's country without your consent. None of that. No U-turns, no signs of U-turns. That's it, guys. You have no idea how upset I was. So when I get to a certain point up here, I'm going to show you what I did. Couple more signs up here, again in English. Let me get up to where I can read them for you. It says each lane merge in turn. So I guess they have a couple different lanes that are going together, and both lanes say that. There is a sign. It's an LED type of sign. It says illegal weapons, ammo, that kind of thing again. Okay. Now I'm walking back to the north now. To about where I was when I turned around. Now what I want you to know is that there was one thing different than the other night. They had orange barrels that were blocking off this whole area. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but up here is a right up here. This was all barreled off through here, all of it, and so there's no way to make a left-hand turn. And what you can see up here is a sign that actually says no left-hand turn. Well, guess what? I said, screw that, guys. So this was all, like I said, all blocked off by orange barrels and more of this orange stuff. And so what I did was I made myself a very, very tight turn through what was just barely an opening. What I had to do is I had to actually stop the traffic, make a left-hand turn going perpendicular to the road, going east, back up, and then cut through a very narrow opening to come back through here and go north and to safety and home. So one thing I would like to say is, since I was here Saturday night, all the orange cones out here that were causing me these problems are now gone. So I would say problem solved, except for one thing, and that would be in that sign right here that still says no left-hand turn. So to the Department of Homeland Security, our heroes at Customs and Border Patrol Arizona region, Department of Transportation with Arizona, you guys first of all need to get rid of this sign here. Second of all, what you need to do is make a very logical way to turn around through here without somebody risking being pulled over and cited by the Cochise County Sheriff or the Douglas Police Department. So, I think I've made my point. I thank the people at Customs and Border Patrol for almost fixing my concerns. And my concerns, like this guy's doing here, he's breaking the law just like I did, see? That's what you got to do, and we shouldn't have to be forced to do that or spend our time in jail like Sergeant Tal Marusi did, an American hero. Okay, guys, that's the video. So I'm just going to give them fair notice here and see if it says anything on these signage up here. Leaving the USA, illegal llevar armas y munition a Mexico. Illegal to carry arms and ammunition to Mexico. Leaving the USA. So, that's all the notice you get. Looking up there, I don't see any way to turn around either. So, that is that. And what you see here is the very interesting cameras you also see up there on my way to work every day, up on US 90 or State Road 90, just north of 92. And these are pretty fascinating cameras. I'm so jealous. But once again, nope, not seeing any turnarounds up there. It says Aduana de Agua Prieta. So that's welcome to the city south of Douglas. So I'm just going to stay up here. You see the tall fences along through here, but that's that. So point made. Somewhat fixed, but we need to fix the rest of this, guys. We can't have any more tragedies like I almost had, and like American service members have had before, where you're forced without any kind of choice, if you're driving legally, to leave your country for another. And like I said, coming out of that Walmart back there, that was just so unfair that happened to me the way it did. So you can see that's the border of Mexico. Pretty good wall all the way down through here, Bisbee, down to south of Sierra Vista, and to the Arizona Trail up there on Montezuma Pass. All right, guys, that's it. Point made. Fix it. God bless.